Okay, I'll be doing many more videos on how to repair appliances. So subscribe. Hit the like button if you like the videos. And comment good or bad. Also, if I use a part to repair the appliances, I'll put a link in the description so you can buy from this channel. Let's get started. First thing we want to do is unplug the power cord for safety reasons. Today's project will be replacing a motor pulley on this Kenmore gas dryer. Here are the tools needed for the job. You're going to need a pair of pliers, a putty knife. Shown here is a E-screwdriver with a 1/4-inch bit on it, or you can get a nut driver, individual nut driver, 1/4-inch nut driver. That's not shown. Okay, here is the broken motor pulley that needs to be replaced. You see the end is gone. And here is the new replaced motor pulley. You see how the end has it where the belt will just roll off of the broken one. And here, of course, is both put together. You see the difference. You see where the damage is. So that one has to be replaced with the other one. Okay, we're going to open this puppy up now. Get a putty knife, push in the springs to open up the control so we can get access to be able to take that top lid off. So there's springs there. You just use your putty knife, push in, and flip it over. Okay, to remove the lid, we have 1, 2, 3 1/4-inch screws that needs to be removed. And I have my electric screwdriver with the 1/4-inch bit. So that's 1, 2, and here's the third. That's 3. Okay. Now what you want to do is pull the lid straight. You have little railings in the front that they slide into. You're just going to pull it so to unslide it, and it'll pull right off. Now you want to disconnect the start switch because it is connected to the front panel, and you don't want to pull on that and damage that. You're going to need a putty knife to disconnect the start switch. Don't have a good shot of this done, but I do have a video on how to disconnect this certain switch. I'll post it in the description. To remove the front panel, you're going to need a T15 or T20 torque bit on this one. I forgot to add that to the tool list, but yeah, you're going to need either a T15 or T20 bit. So you unscrew those two screws with that T20, T15 bit. Okay, now with a putty knife, you're going to get this access panel at the bottom. There's clips in there that you just have to slide the putty knife in there to detach it from the body of the dryer, and it flips down. Also, there's springs. You just detach those springs from the body of the dryer. 2 springs on both sides. That takes the weight off the door. The springs are there so the door just won't flop down hard. Now I remove the lower door. Just remove them off the hinges. And we have 2 1/4-inch screws that have to be removed. Here's 1. And there's 2. Now we have 3 screws that go through the air duct, 1/4-inch. There's 1, 2, both those to the left and one on the right. 3, lift up the front panel, make sure they get off the rollers and pull off. Now we're gonna just slide the drum right out of the cavity of the dryer. Now there's your motor pulley. See how it's all messed up at the end? We got a 7/16 socket that's gonna hold the motor shaft, so I can screw the motor pulley onto the front of the motor there. And see how it controls the shaft controls the motor pulley there. So I'm gonna use that to hold it, and I'll be able to do it. Now, when you're putting on and taking off these motor pulleys, they are cross-threaded. So instead of turning to the right to tighten, you turn to the left. Instead of turning to the left to remove it, you turn to the right. So they're cross-threaded. So remember, it's not normal. You got to go against the threads. So right now I'm turning to the right, but I'm removing the motor pulley off the motor. Turning to the right to remove it. Like I said, usually that's opposite, but with this pulley, to take it off, you have to turn to the right, not to the left. Yeah, you want to loosen it to the point where you can screw it off yourself. Now there's your pulley. It's pretty in bad shape, and you see why it stopped working, because obviously the belt fell off the pulley because it had nothing to hold it. There's your new one. See how it has the little wing on it so to keep the belt in place? And there's both of them. You can see the damaged one opposed to the brand new one. Okay, now you're going to grab your socket to keep the shaft in place and turn to the left counterclockwise to install it. Counterclockwise to install it. There's a cross thread, so you want to do it by hand as much as you can, and then once it closes in, you'll start needing the pliers to tighten it up. And this really wasn't easy for me. It took me a while to get it. Make sure you don't strip it, and make sure it's on right when you do start tightening it on. You don't want to strip it, or you're gonna need a whole new motor. So be very careful. And no really reason to force it on. It should screw on pretty easy until you get to the point where it's tight. See how easy it is by hand? I'm tightening it. Now once I get towards the end, I start using my pliers to make it snug. Yes, it's free now. So I'm gonna tighten down on it now. And it's tight now. And as you can see, now you see the little gap in there. That's as far as it can go. So I tightened it. It's max. Now putting the drum back in. You see the little mark on the drum? That's where the belt has worn. That just kind of let you know where the belt should be. It'll line up great with the idler pulley. Slide it on in. Now the belt's in position. Okay, now we're putting the front panel on. Make sure the duct at the bottom goes in first, because sometimes you might not be able to get it in when you slide it on, and then you put it on top. Now you're screwing the front panel, locking it in with that T15 or 20 bit on the left and the right, so you're in good. Now I'm about to mount the bottom part of the door with a 1/4-inch screw. And now the right side of the door, that mounts the bottom of the door right there to the dryer. One, two, three. That's the air duct that where the lint trap slides down into, so you need to mount that. to the bulkhead. So it's just 3 screws that mounts that. 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Now I'm putting on the door springs, the hinge at the top, and mount it to the bottom of the dryer. On the other side, hinge at the top, mount it to the dryer. Okay, your spring door springs are in. Now the assembly door at the bottom. Slide the 2 hinges at the bottom in the little hinge part. Tap them on. Okay, you got that on now. Now we're gonna slide the top lid into the top of the dryer. They have 2 clips on the front of the dryer that it slides into. And then the tabs in the back are on top of the lid, and you have 3 screws that will mount that lid onto the dryer. There's the tab there. There's a hole right in there. Just screw it in there, 1/4-inch screw, like I said. That's the whole deal with these dryers, 1/4-inch screws. Assure that all the screws are tight. Flip the control panel down on top of the lid. They have little springs that they pop into, and you're done. Okay. I'll be doing many more how-to step-by-step videos on how to repair appliances. So hit the like button, comment, good or bad, subscribe to the station so you can see these videos. And if I am using a part to repair the appliance, a link will be in the description so you can buy from this channel. Have a good one.